When you hear the name Elon Musk, you probably think about Tesla, or you think about his son's ridiculous name, or you think about how he's a real life Iron Man. Um, However, there are many other things that should be associated with Elon Musk. Uh, that Mr. Musk is doing much more than the average person is aware of. That will change the world within this century and will make him the 21st century's most impactful person. Mr. Musk is currently trying to colonize Mars with his company SpaceX. He is trying to cure paralysis, mental illness, physical illness, improving cognitive function in the brain. You trying to interface the brain with his company Neuralink, and he's also creating a consciousness just like a human's, but with software that can learn 10,000 times faster than a human could. And all these companies and these achievements, many people just aren't aware of it, and people should be aware of it because sooner than later it's gonna be really prevalent and very mainstream within our world. So I'm going to explain to you in detail the incredible accomplishments and the future accomplishments of three out of many amazing companies that Elon Musk has created. So many people are aware of, or people know people with mental illness or physical illness, or maybe you yourself are plagued by it as well. However, Mr. Musk is trying to not only cure it, but enhance the brain, enhance the human body with his company called Neuralink. So Neuralink is a company that was created by Mr. Musk, and it's where Neuralink inserts electrodes into the human brain and is controlled by a microchip about the size of a penny. And what you can do from this is you can interface the brain with. You can interface the brain with technology, and so you could essentially what they're almost to actually is telepathy between people. You can interface with people just by your thoughts and not even have to physically communicate with someone. Also, with these electrodes, they can be placed in specific parts of the brain that can control your motor function, which can control paralysis, which can control Parkinson's, as well as mental illness. There's certain parts of the brain that control your emotions and your hormones, and this can regulate it. So people who have schizophrenia, those who have Alzheimer's, who have severe clinical depression, it can be cured with this incredible and amazing invention by Mr. Musk. And it's not only there for curing diseases, but it's also there to enhance cognitive function. It can allow people to learn things at a much faster rate and remember much more information than the normal person would be able to without it. And this will, I don't know, probably about in the next 10 years, according to Mr. Musk, you're going to see this, and it's going to drastically change how people interact with each other, and it's going to change people's lives. So now moving from the physical brain, Musk plans to create a virtual one. He's doing this with his company called OpenAI, and they're creating software that essentially just like a human brain and learns like a human brain. However, this software learns at a much faster rate, about 10,000 times faster than a human could. And it can also, through testing, actually through showing the software Amazon reviews, it can detect emotion, and it can see if people are happy or they're sad about they're not pleased with their product, and it's literally learning just like a human would. As a baby would, they see someone They can see how someone's tone is by the certain words they use, a certain connotation of words. It picks up on that, and it is becoming a human brain. Also, OpenAI was used in a game, a video game, and it learned, it taught itself how to play this game. And so what it did was it simulated this game, and it did it 10,000 times, or it was actually 100,000 times within one sitting. So at one time, there's 10,000 games going on, and it's learning all of it at the same time. And then it took they took the AI and they pitted it up against the world's best players of this game, and the AI just completely destroyed the best players of this video game. So it is truly learning. In some aspect, it's better than a human brain or a human could perform. In some cases, it's a little scary, but I do believe this is an incredible thing that Mr. Musk and his company have achieved. So now, from creating a functional consciousness, creating the functional consciousness is an incredible feature. However, Mr. Musk plans actually go a step further by literally going out of this world. So with his company SpaceX, he plans to colonize Mars and make interstellar travel much more accessible to humans, or obviously humans, to anyone, and plans to discover what else is out there in our universe. So with the colonization of Mars, he's setting up these biospheres where people can live in, and it's like living on Earth. So there's going to be like trees, oxygen, water, everything like that. But he's gonna be colonizing on Mars, and he plans to do this with his new rocket called the Falcon Heavy. And now, the Falcon Heavy is able to is actually more powerful than the next best rocket by a factor of 2, so squared, and it lifts off into orbit with a force of 64 metric tons of force. And the main thing about the Falcon Heavy is that they can do all of this at the third of a cost of any other rocket. So what the plan is he can take, where he's trying to cut down the cost to take people to Mars, or take people anywhere if they just want to go to space and travel and see things. He's cutting down the cost to make it accessible to anyone, and eventually in the future, maybe Earth isn't inhabitable, humanity can colonize somewhere else. So with these incredible features that Mr. Musk has achieved and will achieve in the future, he will be the most impactful person in the 21st century, and maybe even history. Really, the things that he's going to be able to achieve. He's going to be kind of, in a way, evolving humanity. He's going to be moving humanity, and he's going to be helping humanity with creating an AI that will allow us to learn faster by it teaching us, and the humanity as we know it will be much different in the years coming. And I think Elon Musk is doing an incredible job, and he is definitely the most innovative person that the world has seen. Thank you.